So the correct URL that we have to use in order for having the API gateway to talk to the Eureka server container and Zipkin container, this cannot be localhost, and instead it has to be the container name. So here, this will be Zipkin, and in here, this will be Eureka dash and then server. Now, this Eureka server here is, so within Docker Compose, have a look, container name Eureka server, and the same for Zipkin, container name Zipkin. So therefore here I'm saying Eureka server and then Zipkin in here. So localhost does not work because they run in separate containers. Now, as it stands, if I basically package my application this way, then I'm actually losing this information, right? So if I'm running things locally without Docker, then this will not work. So let's instead revert this change. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to duplicate this file. So within API gateway, duplicate application-YAML and then say dash and then Docker. Now this name here, so Docker, right? Application, so application dash, so everything that comes after dash, i.e. Docker, this will be the profile. So let me just say okay. Now here I can change this to Zipkin and this one right here to Eureka dash server. And now inside of Docker Compose.yaml so we did it for API gateway. So here I can say environment, and this is an array of environment variables, and this will be Spring profiles underscore active equals to and then Docker. So Docker, this Docker name has to be this one. So after dash, so application dash and then Docker. And to be honest, this is it. So let's do the same for Eureka server. So open up Eureka server, resources, application.yaml, duplicate this file and call it application-docker. And in here, we only have to update this. So let's just say Zipkin. So this is the container name. So Zipkin. And there we go. Now go back to Docker Compose, take the environment, and then, oh, actually, so I've done it the way around. So this was meant to be for API gateway, but it's fine. So API gateway also needs it. So there we go. So both the API gateway as well as Eureka server have the environment variable Spring profiles active, Docker, and within both applications, we added a new file, application-docker.yaml. And with this, we are ready to fire up these two containers and test our changes. Let's go ahead and do that next.